Hi everybody. What I'm going to tie today is a green Caddis Pupa that has worked for me as well as the tan Caddis Pupa, tied in the same manner. What I have in the vise is a size 16 Caddis Pupa hook, and I've attached my thread to it. The next thing I'm going to do is tie in my wing that I'm going to use. This is a piece of mallard flank that I've separated the fibers on. And what I want to do is get the curved side facing away from me, and I'm going to measure them to length. So that they're about the length of the shank of the hook, and I'm going to make a soft wrap around them and gather them. And spread them out with your fingers until you're happy. Then wind right up to the eye. Now lock them in, and we're done with our wing for now. The next thing I'm going to do is tie in my ribbing material. I have some gold wire here that I'm going to tie in. Once that's done, I'm going to take my dubbing wax, wax up my thread pretty well, good on both sides. On this file you really only have to wax up about a couple inches of thread. And I'm going to take my dubbing, and I'm just going to touch my thread like this until some gathers and sticks to it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my bobbin a good spin with my fingers towards the base of the vise. That's going to create a nice dubbing rope for me. That's not too tight, but it does lock the fibers in. Once I have that, I'm going to advance my thread to the rear, wind behind, and create a nice fuzzy body. This is Aunt Lydia's rug yarn that I've put in a coffee grinder in green, and it really has the trilobo effect of Antron. And I'm creating a nice fuzzy underbody that's going to trap a bunch of bubbles. Now what I'm going to do is take my copper wire and counter wrap once I get up to the thread. I'm going to lock that in good. Break that off by wiggling it back and forth. I've attached my hackle pliers to it to do that. You don't have to. Now the next thing I'm going to do is attach my pronounced head that's on a Caddis Pupa. These are ostrich roll feathers from a feather duster. They're the smallest one I've ever seen. I know Ace Hardware sells those feather dusters. My wife bought one from Fuller Brush, and I have taken a good supply off of them for these particular patterns. I'm going to anchor in my ostrich roll, move my thread up to the eye. Just going to reposition my hook a little bit here so that my thread, because it's bending down, doesn't slip off over the eye. Gently turn this, these are brittle. They make gorgeous heads on a pupa pattern. We go right up to the eye. Drop my thread over. And that's locked in. Okay, we're ready to go with the last step. Now I take my bodkin, hole in the bottom of it, and I'm going to spread these fibers out as much as I can before I do this, so that they circle the hook. They don't have to be perfect, you know that. Push them back and just wrap right behind that eye with the smallest little head, and that'll hold them back. And we're gonna grab our whip finisher. One, two, three. A little bit of super glue or crazy glue to pull under the wraps. And you have everything that you want in a Caddis Pupa pattern right here. Got the fibers from Aunt Lydia's sticking out, gathering light, simulating life, and these soft hackles moving with every little current in the stream. Hope you like it. Give it a try.